Welcome to something a little fresh and new in our Wild Walks series. Over the next few walks, we're exploring a simple idea that measuring success can be human and probably should be. So, when we talk about KPIs in this series, we don't mean a scoreboard or a stick. We mean signals that help us stay connected to what matters and make clearer decisions with our people in mind. Each episode will take one lens on success and impact and translate it into something you can actually use in the day-to-day as a leader. So today is all about KPI, keep people inspired. What I want you to do is begin. We always take a minute to kind of drop into where we're at on this walk. First and foremost, these are designed for you to move about. So put in your headphones, lace up your shoes, get outside, see if you can get some time away from screens for a minute here and move about. It should take no more than 15 minutes. Let's get moving and arrive in our bodies and in our space. So let your pace as you move be really steady. See if you can let your shoulders drop. Let your phone stay in your pocket or your bag if you can. Keep your eyes on the trail ahead of you, the path, the pavement, the grass, wherever you are. Now, let's bring your attention down to your feet. Notice the contact between your shoes and the ground. And then gently lift your gaze. Look up from your shoes and out on the path ahead. Whether you're on a city street, your local park loop, slice of woods or forest near, there's still a landscape around you. So just take a moment to really see it. What do you notice around you right now? What shapes, colors, movement, lights on buildings or leaves, people passing, birds, branches, the sky. Let your attention now go a little bit wider. What signals can you see that tell you what season it is today? Maybe it's obvious, maybe it's subtle. New growth or bare branches, damp air, low sun, blossoms, wind that still has a bite of cool air. That's where I am today. Sunny, but still wearing a jumper. Now let's do a small check-in that brings us into our bodies. What's the weather like outside for you today, outside your body? On your skin, in the air, what can you feel? Is it sharp, soft, warm, heavy, bright, gray? And then let's turn inward with a bit of curiosity. What's the weather like inside your body today? If your body had its own forecast right now, what would it be? Maybe it's calm, maybe it's scattered, maybe it's tense or braced or tired or restless. Maybe it's steady, even a little full. No need to change. It's just a noticing. Notice what's true about you today. And then let's take one deeper breath together in through your nose and out slowly. And take one more breath. Make this one the biggest breath you've taken all day today. Nice. All right. Keep walking. Let's get into this. So, this walk today is for leaders who are carrying a lot, holding the needs of the business and the needs of all your people at the same time. And today, the hope is to reconnect you to vision, the kind of clarity that helps people breathe again, like we're doing together now. So, as you walk, let's bring your attention to the season that you and your team are in together. Change and growth can look like a lot of things: scaling, reorganizing, shipping something big, refining the model, making hard calls, asking people to stretch. Just name it simply, without drama. What season are you and your team in right now? Now, notice this: when we're in a season like that, it's easy for leadership to become purely operational. Lots of managing, lots of solving, lots of what's next, forward momentum, which is great. And vision can sometimes quietly get crowded out, not because you don't care, just because you're in it, you're in the day to day. So here's the first question: when was the last time you gave yourself real space to think about where you're actually taking people? Not reacting, not firefighting, actually leading. And if the answer is it's been a while, it's not a failure. It's totally okay. It's just information, a signal. And here you are trying to reconnect to it today. So let's imagine now that you're meeting a really smart friend for a walk. They know you. They're really curious. They're great listeners, and they want the real version, not the polished one. And when you meet with them and you're walking, they ask you, "What are you building right now?" Not what you're doing, but what you're building. Let the first answer come. What are you building right now? Then take it one layer deeper. And why does that matter? Why does what you're building really matter? If you notice yourself defaulting to goals and metrics, that's normal. Just gently come back to meaning. What will be different if you get this right? What's different for customers and clients? What's different for your team? Kind of company that you're becoming? The way you want to grow? And now ask yourself, if we keep going the way we're going, where will we end up? No. Does that place, does it line up with where you actually want to take people? Just notice what you notice. No need to act on it now. Because the truth is, there are lots and lots of ways to grow. Not all of them are worth it, but there's lots of ways to get there. And so here's an even steadier question for you: how do I want us to grow? Not just faster, but how. You might be aiming for more focus, less frenzy, more ownership, less bottlenecking, more clarity, less rework, more trust, less second guessing, more sustainable momentum, less burnout. What is it for you? What's the one that feels like the truth, not aspiration? Now, let's bring it back to you. Ask yourself, what do I want to be able to say as a leader at the end of this season? Something like, we grew and we kept our values. or we delivered and we stayed human, or this season we made hard choices and we did it with clarity. Let it be simple, let it be yours. Now, let's shift from internal clarity that you have now as a leader to something shareable. Because inspiration is not hype, it's orientation. It helps keep people steadier when they can make sense of what matters, what we're prioritizing, what we're saying no to, and the why the work is worth it. So here's the question that matters next. If my team had to describe our direction in their own words, what would I want them to say? Not what you want them to repeat, taking your words and your script, but what you want them to understand and make their own. Notice where your current narrative might be fuzzy for your people. Where are people likely filling the gaps with their own stories? Because often when the vision is unclear, people don't stop making meaning, they just make meaning without you. And that can kind of create anxiety, misalignment, a quiet resistance, busy energy, but without momentum. So ask yourself, what is the simplest story that I can tell about where we're going together? A story, a vision, a direction that holds up, even if not everything is figured out yet. Now, we've done a lot of reflecting and thinking, which is great. But now let's land this in a little action. So, not a full vision rewrite, not a big offsite, just one intentional move that brings you back into alignment as a leader with yourself. I want you to choose one of these ideas. The first one is a 10-minute voice note to yourself. When you finish this walk, record a voice note answering, what are we building this quarter? Why does it matter? And how do I want us to grow as we build it? Keep it imperfect, that stream of conscious voice note that no one's going to listen to besides you. Be as honest and truthful as you can. This is about clarity, not performance. Or your other option to turn this into aligned action is the smart friend test before your next meeting. So before your next leadership meeting, write one paragraph that begins with, right now we're building ... This matters because ... And the way we're going to do this is ... If you can't write it simply, then you're not ready to ask others to carry it. So give one of those two options a try to move this reflection into an aligned action. And as we close now, I want you to keep walking. Come back to this idea though. In change and growth, vision isn't a nice to have. It's actually how people orient themselves when the ground is moving. And let's be honest, the ground is always moving. You don't have to have the perfect vision. You just have to be willing to return to it again and again. Honesty, with steadiness, with intention. When you're ready, let's take another big, deep breath together. And as you finish the walk, I want you to ask yourself one last question. What do I want people to feel when they hear me talk about where we're going? Let that be the guide for your next conversation. To keep people inspired, share your vision with your folks, and let us know how you get on. keep coming back for these wild walks. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to spend some time reflecting, getting away from screens, and reconnecting so that your people and your organization can grow along with you. Until next time, stay wild.